Hello, I'm Carol Sue Preston Mall. I graduated from Rineyville in 1960. There were only two classes that graduated after us, 61 and 62. There were only 51 people in our class. Sadly, a great many of them are deceased now, but we still have a class reunion every year as well as the Alumni Banquet. And I think Rineyville is the closest group of classmates and schoolmates that I've ever seen. We love each other. You see people here in wheelchairs, on walkers. They come from thousands of miles just to come to the Alumni. I'm the secretary of the Alumni Association, and it means a great deal to me, and I'm hoping we can find someone to take over the presidency so we don't have to quit this wonderful tradition.
My name is Martha Jenkins Thomas. I graduated from Rineyville High School in 1958, and Rineyville has always held a special place in my heart. I was raised in Rineyville. All my brothers and sisters went to Rineyville. My dad went to Rineyville, and it's just always been special to me.
My name is Martha Williams Wiseman. I graduated in 1960 from Rineyville. I went 12 years to Rineyville School. It's the best school a person could ever go to. My brothers and sisters all graduated from Rineyville. My husband graduated from Rineyville in 57, and my children went to Rineyville as long as they could. Two of them graduated from the 8th grade here, and then the others, of course, had to go on when they consolidated the school, made it just up to the 5th grade. So it's the best school you could ever go to.
In addition to myself and my children, two of my grandchildren went to Rineyville. And my husband used to say, Sheriff Bobby Thomas, used to say, if you graduated from Rineyville High School, there was no need to go to college.
I also had a grandchild who went to Rineyville up to through the 4th grade and then moved to Nelson County.
My name's Elvin Smith Jr. I graduated from Rineyville in 1960. And it's a wonderful school. I've enjoyed every minute I was here.
What made this school so special?
This school was special because of all the friends that I had here that came from Lincoln Trail. And then we met all the new friends from Rineyville. And our class has a reunion every single year, so we stay in touch.
I'm Janie Sprung. I drove down from Frankfort today. And I spent 7 years at Rineyville, and it was a little school, and everybody knew everybody, and we had the best lunches and the best kids in the world when I was there.
I was graduated in 1959, and this is the only school I ever went to, and I think it's a marvelous place.
Name is Roll Weeman, graduated in 1959, and the only two memorable things I remember about my 4 years here were the day that Curtis Huffer rode us off the road and crashed us into a ditch and threw us through a barbed wire fence. And the other memorable event was when the septic tank overflowed near the dining hall. We won't say anything about when Mr. Perkins paddled me.
I'm Earl's wife, Jenny.
From
Taiwan.
What's up? Do y'all have any children?
Yes, we have 3 daughters and 3 grandkids.
I'm Carol Yates, and I graduated in 1958. And this is my wife Sharon, and this is my buddy over here.
What made Rineyville so special?
The people.
I'm Margaret Cox. I graduated in 1958. I was married, so I really enjoyed school.
I'm Sue Crutcher. I enjoyed coming here. I grew up on a farm and I had to work hard, so it was fun coming to school and not having to work. And I liked all the people.
David Dowdell, 1958. And I lived in E-Town, but I went to Rineyville.
Hey, Stephanie.
And met lots of nice people.
What made Rineyville so special?
Yes. Just friendly.
Well, Carl Bringers. I spent 13 years here, and I enjoyed every minute of it with the principals and the friends, and I been back to a lot of I live in Florida now, and I've been back to quite a few of the alumni.
My name is Squack Jones. I graduated in 1956. I majored in girls in the recess, and I flunked them both.
It was a big rival between Vine Grove and Rineyville, but I spent my time half the time at Rineyville ball games and the other half at the Vine Grove ball games. But it was a little hard to pick when he played Vine Grove, so who was going to win?
So when did you start dating this guy?
1954.
1954. So through your high school years then?
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm Elsa Scheibel. I graduated in 1948 at Rineyville, and I guess my main thing is all my friends and everything, and it's been really nice to be here at this reunion, and I just had my 95th birthday last Saturday, and I'm just happy to be around all my friends and everything.
How would you describe Mr. Perkins?
He was very outgoing, real good fellow, and he loved all the kids, and he was always around where we were all at, and we appreciated him being around with us all.
Laverne Patrice, and I graduated in 1947. I went 12 years to Rineyville, and a lot of the classmates also went 12 years. I remember all the good times we had with our friends and all the ball games we went to, and I don't think my stepfather and I ever missed a game.
My name is Jesse Sterling Hall. I graduated from Rineyville High School in 1960, and the thing I remember most about it was our senior room teacher at the time was Miss Helen Patterson. She had the whitest hair and the bluest eyes, and when she got mad at you, she could pierce you with those eyes. I remember that, and of course H.L. Perkins was our principal at the time, and we all loved Mr. Perkins. He only paddled me once.
I'm Linda Collins Parrish, and I went to in my junior year. I'm a military brat, which put me in 4 different high schools, but I loved Rineyville the best. It was a small school, and it was just my size that I really liked. I made a lot of friends, and I've still got a lot of them with me. And I hope for several years more.
graduates of Rineyville High School sitting here that are joining us today, and we are honored to have them today. So thank you for letting your children do that today.
Jerry started at Rineyville with our classmates from Lincoln Trail, but she left for E-Town after how many years? 2. But we have forgiven her.
Thank you.
Okay.
Let's pray. Father, thank you so much for this gathering of friends. Thank you for the blessing of friendship. And some of these friendships go back many, many years, but they have been maintained. And part of what has helped that happen is gatherings such as this. Thank you for the education we received at Rineyville and for how you've been so good to us throughout the years. Just use this time to build on those friendships, to help deepen them, and then use this time to nourish our bodies through this meal we're about to receive. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Amen. Mrs. Scheibel, she's our honored guest. She graduated in 1948, 75 years ago, and Mrs. Scheibel and her son and daughter-in-law are going to lead this table only to the buffet out in the lobby.
Hi, Gina. It's really great to be here. I was a 62 freshman when they consolidated Rineyville and Vine Grove to make North Hardin, but we get a great chance to come and meet all these wonderful alumni from Rineyville. Today we're visiting the school. It's been wonderful, and to see old friends, some a little older, but it's been a wonderful experience, and it's just a great thing that they do, and we enjoy coming every year.
Elizabeth Caver Hogue, and I graduated in 1962.
And tell me about what you did. What did you love most about Rineyville?
Being a cheerleader. 3 years. We were the Rineyville Red Devils, red and black.
I graduated in 1962, and that was the last year for Rineyville High. And I loved school because we were all like a big family. We're still a big family.
I'm Charles Fox. I graduated in 1962. I came from Lincoln Trail and we used to have to ride a school bus for about 2 hours to get here. And
Hello, I'm Clarence Brangers, and I graduated in 1962. I loved the camaraderie at the school. We had a lot of fun times, and there's some things I can't even talk about.
I'm Bill Hobbs, and I graduated in Rineyville in 1962. And we had a lot of fun at this school. Did quite a few things, which probably some people don't really need to know about, but we did it anyway.
But back in 2003, that was the first year that I had the presidency. We had 342. So, big difference. All right, we've always had a lot of alumni that come from other states. This year we did not have as many, but we do have some. We have from Loveland, Colorado, Leona Jenkins Meadows. Here she is right over here. There. Okay. Did you fly in or did you drive? I didn't hear it. Oh, okay. She came back with her. They went out, Marty, or Martha, we call her Martha, went out to see her, and she rode back with them. So that's how she got back. Okay. Patricia Brangers Livingston from Plantation, Florida. Here she is right here. Did you fly or drive? She flew. Okay. Laverne Patterson Vertreese, right here in front of me. She's from Jeffersonville, Indiana. And you told me who brought you. Niece? Okay, Brenda, her niece brought her today. So there's another one from Indiana. Catherine Hall Stark from Lanesville, Indiana. And has she already slipped it, or is she still here? She's in the hallway? Okay, she'll be back. Wenda Sells Anderson from Trinity, Alabama. And here she is over here. And I think they drive in. Okay. And Sue Crutcher Pugh from Pensacola, Florida. And she's right up here. Did I get that right? Sweeney. First mistake I've made tonight. Sue Crutcher Sweeney. Okay, from Pensacola, Florida. Okay. Okay. You know, we've been lucky. We've had two of the men who have been our own personal photographers, probably since 2000. And one of them had his camera of the day, and he's been going around and making a lot of pictures. And that's Junior Smith. So he's probably up with his camera right now, taking pictures somewhere. And the other was Donnie Bewley. But I don't think Donnie will care if I tell this. Donnie just had knee surgery. So he was going to have a little bit of trouble operating the camera and balancing on his knees and so forth. So he's not taking, but they took all kinds of pictures, and they would send them to, or they would get them to me, and I in turn would send them to the special classes that were held that, or had their pictures made that year, and I would mail everybody a copy of their classmates. So that was one way we used all those pictures. I think one of the best changes that we made when the new officers took their places in 2001 or 2000, whatever year it was, we made the decision that when all of the students who attended the high school, be it 1 year or 4, were alumni. Our numbers have increased tremendously over the 20 years because of this change. We didn't just have graduates that came, we had alumni that came. And I was really proud of doing that. I think Mr. Perkins would have wanted us to do it. You know, we were the Rineyville Alumni Association, not the Rineyville Graduation Association. So I don't know how the other officers and directors feel about that, but I'm proud of that change. Okay. I want to say thanks to my better half sitting right over here. I couldn't have done it without him. He has taken care of all the seating, and of course he couldn't do his job until the day before the alumni today. So we were over here last night at 5:30, and Stephanie had said, I'm going to have a few people help you. Well, she brought a sister, her dad, her son, and I probably have left out several people. And at 5:30, a truck backed up to the door, and several people started carrying in all these tables and all these chairs. And I don't think you had to lift a finger, did you? Charles didn't have to lift a finger. And of course, I couldn't have done it anyway. But anyway, Stephanie, wherever, I don't know whether Stephanie's in here or not. Here she is over here. She really had things, she is organized. Okay, and let's see, I think I'm about done before we move on here. Okay, while all of you are here, I think most of you have already been through all the memorabilia that are here and all of the pictures on the walls out in the hallway. And some of you have been around the new school. And I don't know if you recognize or not, but when you walk up this door and up the hallway, that's the hallway that was there. That hallway and this gym are the two things that are still just like they were when we were in school here. Okay. Carol, you ready for some minutes? Okay. Carol Sue has some minutes. There's that.
Hello, everybody. I hope I don't start crying. I've been crying all week because of thinking this might be our last alumni meeting. Honestly. When those little children sang, I cried. I thought it was so touching and so wonderful that Stephanie arranged that, and that those parents would take their time out on a busy Saturday to bring those children to honor us. It really, really touched me. And I told the little children as they passed me, I said, I used to go to this school and I was just your size. Do you believe that? And they went. But anyway, it was just wonderful. So once again, I did do the minutes like I'm supposed to, but I'm asking if you all agree or somebody will move that instead of I take up time when you all could be spending precious time with each other and not read you these minutes, because they're pretty interesting from last year. We had some pretty interesting things that happened, thanks to Patsy and Charlie and their organization. They came up with some good, fun things, but you know what, guys, our time is short with each other, whether this is our last meeting or not. Every year, the saddest thing I do is when I update my address list. It breaks my heart to mark off the deceased members. So instead of me standing up here blabbing, how about if you all just spend time blabbing with each other, precious time? Would that be okay? Okay.
Okay, here it comes. Going to give us some information on the North Hardin Athletic Hall of Fame, which includes Rineyville also. Rineyville, Vine Grove, okay. North Hardin. Charles is correcting me up here, telling me what to say. You ready?
Thank you. The North Hardin Athletic Hall of Fame wanted to recognize contributions of the Rineyville and Vine Grove High School alumni who were the foundation blocks of North Hardin High School athletics. Each year, the Hall of Fame recognizes members of Rineyville High School and Vine Grove High School by induction into the North Hardin Hall of Fame Foundation Awards Program. The inductions this year will be held 2 weeks from today on October 21st at North Hardin High School. And this year, the Rineyville alumni selected are Sue Allen Pence, Charles Squack Jones, Betty Ann Owsley Shipley, and Ronald Yates. And we want to congratulate them for their induction into the North Hardin Athletic Hall of Fame. If you have any nominations for contributors or athletes, Tony Yates is here. You can see Tony, Bob Owsley, they work part of the committee, and we appreciate anyone that you send forward. Thank you very much.
Thank you. All right. Sterling is he up here behind me? Yeah. No, he's not.
Here he is. He's back there.
Okay. Sterling's coming forward with the treasurer's report.
Hello. My sister Catherine had to leave early, so I escorted her to the car. She's getting old. I'm almost catching her, I think. Anyway, treasurer's report. I had cataract surgery. I had cataract surgery this year, and I got the long so I could drive without glasses. The minute I did, my reading sight went kaput. So I'm buying these cheaters from dollar store. They got them for $1.25 there if you need some. Okay, treasurer's report as of October 7th, 2023. At the beginning of the year, January 1st, 2023, our checking account balance was $3,912.76. As you know, a couple years ago, we had to cash in a CD, so we do not have a certificate of deposit anymore. A deposit by treasurer to keep the account active. I don't know about other banks, but Sicilian Bank has been real good to us over the years. But if you don't make a deposit or withdrawal or something within 6 months, they may give you an inactive account. So about every 3 or 4 months, I put $10 in to keep us active. Deposit of alumni receipts this year, August and September 2023, $4,610 for the food and for the donations. And we appreciate that. So our total funds available this year, $8,532.76. You can go ahead and applaud, but it's going to go out right away, you know. I've written a check for postage stamps, $264. Newsletter printing, $180. I made 2 mistakes this year, and I always said that when I made a mistake, I was going to retire. I have 2 voided checks. Of course, it didn't cost us anything, and was primarily because of Carol Sue. That's true. We wrote a check $737 for some envelopes, $28.50. Envelope printing by Blakey, $145. Alumni honor class rewards, $275. So our total expenses thus far, $892.50. So our balance as of right now, $7,640.26. We have, of course, some estimated expenses to be paid. I estimated $220 for the food, about $4,000. I still owe Hub City for printing the programs, about $100. And other banquet associated expenses and door prizes. You'll get some of those door prizes later on. $1,200. So we're spending this year $5,300. So my estimated checking account balance after the banquet is going to be about $2,340.26. So when we finish up, we'll have somewhere between $2,000 and and $2,500. We've got some checks that we still need to deposit. I think we probably collected some things at the door. So we're in pretty good shape to move on. So our estimated checking account balance after the banquet, $2,340.26. So Madam President, that's our report.
Thank you. Yeah, I was going to tell them after you. I'll go ahead and tell them.
Okay, this is my last year as treasurer. I'm going to step down. And I'm sorry to tell you that I'm giving it to the secretary. She's now going to be your secretary treasurer.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you
I agreed.
She pleaded and begged me to, on bended knee back there a while ago, asked me to stick around, but I told her I'd help close out the account and turn it over to her and get her name on the checks, and if she needs help, I'll be around. Yeah. Anyway, last year I've enjoyed it since Pat's been doing this. I enjoyed it very much. Thank you all very much.
Okay. We have a special presentation and a recognition of class of 1953. When I call your name, please walk up front here and stand in front of the two tables. The first name, class of 53, Wanda Hart Longston. And just hold off on those for a minute. Martha Stewart Martin. Bill Rain. Marcella Cruz. Billy Smith Foster.
Yeah, that's it.
Mary Vidito Burkhead. Joe James. Phyllis Woodring Yates. Okay, here we go. Catherine Hall Stark.
She left.
Oh, she had to leave. Okay. Dorothy Kaufman. Okay, we got six.
Okay.
Betty Ousley's here. Betty Ousley.
Oh, Betty Ousley, yes, she came late.
Yeah, Betty
Oh.
Shipley came late.
Oh, I didn't have her name down.
Yeah.
But she's here.
She's here.
Okay. Okay. She did. Well, we may be.
You also got Miss Dorita.
Came in late, but she's
I'll go. No Rita's here. Or you say? Or?
Norita's here. Yes, that's
Okay.
Jimmy Reeser. Jimmy Reeser.
Jimmy Reeser.
Jimmy Reeser.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay, it's no Rita also. Here she comes.
Yes.
I didn't get my name in, but I'm here.
Okay. How we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 here. How many you got?
We got 11 or 10. 10 more.
No, Rita.
Dot, come on down. Come on. I thought Norita had already come on down.
No, you haven't called her name yet.
Norita Reeser. Are we still okay?
9, 10. I think we're okay.
Dot never misses an alumni banquet. Her husband was a member of this class. Okay. All right, now you can pass those out. more fun shopping for these.
Take a picture of the flag.
Phyllis up here in the red Rineyville sweater, that was her sweater back in high school. Isn't that neat? That is neat. Okay. Now, the time is right for you to walk back to your seats, and the time will be right for you to open up your gift. Okay. The time is right. Open up your gift. Can you hold them up so everybody can see them? And they even have a battery in them. So if you need to know the time, you can look right now. But it's not time to quit. Okay. Okay. Okay, we have one person from the class of 1948 celebrating her 75th anniversary. We also had one last year that celebrated their 75th, and they're sitting right together here. So, Mrs. Scheibel, would you come up front, please? She graduated 75 years ago. I want to ask her a couple of questions. Mrs. Scheibel, did you all get to take a senior trip?
No. Well, yes, they went. I didn't go.
Oh, you didn't go, but where did everybody else go? Do you remember?
No, I don't believe so.
Okay. Did they go on a school bus?
Yes, they did.
Okay.
I believe it was New York with them.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's where we went.
Yeah.
She said they went to New York. So I think that's where most of us went, Washington, D.C. and New York both. Okay. Now there, you go back and open up yours. The time is right. Can you take it out and hold it up so they can see? She also has a clock, but it's about twice as big as the other ones. So, and it's got a battery in it too. I don't know how long they'll last, but it's got a battery. Okay. Okay. Everybody give these people, all these people, okay. Well, I guess we're down to the roll call. Martha's going to do roll call.
Class of 1947. How many are here out of the class of 1947? One. The class of 1949. We have two here, Jimmy Yates and Rayburn Mattingly. (1950). Two, we have Patsy Brock Bennett and Betty Patrice Albie Muse. (1951). Just one, Winona Mattingly Skis. 1952, we have one, my big brother, Jim Williams. Okay, we covered 1953, so we'll go to 1954. We have 5 here. 1955. 3. The 2 of them have left already. (1956) 4. 1957 5. 1958 7. You realize I'm not calling their names now because there's so many, it would take me a while. 1959 8. 1960. Somebody count them for me.
Count us. Me and you.
We can't count that.
Don't forget us.
Okay. They think it's 9.
9? There's more than 9. Us 2. Don't forget us.
Hold up your hands if it's 1960.
Norman, get your hand up.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10.
10.
Yeah. Donnie Bewley's a traitor. He went with his wife's table. 1961.
18.
1962. You say 9? Now, everyone that didn't graduate to Rineyville, but yet was a Rineyville student, how many?
There's a bunch of them down through there.
A lot. I'm not going to try to count them. Thank you.
See what I mean when I said we opened it up to the lower grades? We got a bunch of them over there. They've really added a lot.
Babies. That's the babies.
Carol Sue says that's the babies. Okay. Okay.
Actually, one of those that didn't graduate from Rineyville, but that's here, is my daughter, Beverly Wiseman Parrish. Stand up, Beverly. Beverly got to go to the 8th grade here. She graduated from the 8th grade because we just lived down the road. So she went to school here through the 8th grade, and then of course she had to go on over to North Hardin and graduated North Hardin. And then my son Tim, he got to graduate here from the 8th grade. But then the other 3, there was no longer in 7th and 8th grade, so they had to leave earlier. But all 5 of my children went to school here, along with where I went and where their daddy went, Kenneth Wiseman.
Nice.
But she didn't tell you the special thing about Beverly. Beverly, we call them our 60s children, our class of 60 children. Martha, who's a class of 60 graduate's daughter, married Dorothy Chambers, who's a class of 60's son. So every time they produce more children and more grandchildren and more grades, I say, the class of 60 lives on. I hope their children and grandchildren do not behave like our class of 60 did, or they've got their hands full.
Pretty good. Well, I've got a question I would like to ask. The Lincoln Trail students, and I know there's more than just our class, the ones that went to Lincoln Trail and then came to Rineyville to high school, raise your hands. Okay, quite a few. And I will say, and I think they'll agree with me, we were treated just super when we got to Rineyville. We were no longer Lincoln Trail, we were Rineyvillians. So.
I think God has a really weird way of working with me and keep tugging on my heart a lot that it shouldn't end if you want it to keep continuing. So as long as I'm able, I will be happy to serve you. Our school will be happy to serve you. We want you to celebrate as long as you want to. So our doors are open, and I told Patsy I'll do whatever it takes to make sure that happens. So thank you all.
I know all of you all are happy to hear that, and I am too, because next year Charles and I will get to sit with our class. So that's good. I had one little memento up here. You know how big your program is that you got at the door? This was the first program that was given out at the first banquet. Okay? Full of information. The menu, important. Good one too. Ham, green beans, corn, sweet potatoes, coleslaw, bread, French pudding, and tea or coffee. And on the opposite side, right up my alley, 2 songs. In the Good Old Summertime, and it was led by, Earl Day was a member in our class. It was his day, Forrest Day. Forrest Day was the song leader they named him song leader. And the other one was Hail, Hail, the Gang's All Here. So that's the big program that they had at the I'm Pat Burkhead Riney, and I was a student at Lincoln Trail who eventually would come to Rineyville. So I spent 3 years at Lincoln Trail, and then I had a choice to choose Glendale or Rineyville. And I chose Rineyville because several of my good friends were coming over here. The Rineyville students were so kind and good to all of us. Didn't take us long to become good friends, and it was just a lot of fun to go here. I can remember having a lot of slumber parties and having the girls over, and it just meant a lot to go to Rineyville. And I think this gathering that you see here today kind of lets you get an idea about how special it is to everyone just by watching and looking at the people that are here today. So,
was Charles a Lincoln Trail person or a Rineyville?
No, Charles was not a Lincoln Trail person, and thank goodness I chose Rineyville, or I would have never had him for a husband. So,
did he sweep you off your feet?
Not really. He was bashful.
Who was your favorite teacher and why?
Okay, let me think about that.
Or it could be many, but...
Yeah, I had several. I think it was Mrs. Mitchell. She was Miss Mitchell. She was the shorthand teacher and the typing teacher. And I think that I learned more in that class, well, by taking typing. I can't remember a bit of the shorthand, but the typing has just benefited me my entire life. I was a school teacher, and I was having to type something all the time. And thank goodness for Miss Mitchell. She got me through that class, and I have used it just many, many, many times.
You're giving up your presidency.
Yes.
I know that you feel proud of all that you've done, but what has it meant to you all these years, and why did you feel it was so important for this group to get together?
Well, it's important to everyone. I think that's the main thing. Very important, especially to the older men and women who went to Rineyville, and I would think that would be one reason why I wanted to keep it up and keep it going. And
you went to Rineyville first grade all the way through 12th grade?
1 through 12.
Okay, and what made Rineyville Elementary and High School so special for you?
Well, in the first place, the town was named after my ancestors, and really it was named Riney to start with. Then the Ville was put on later. I guess it's my great-grandfather had land here, and he gave it to the railroad, the right-of-way for the railroad to come through, and they named the town Riney for that reason. That was back probably late 1800s when that happened, but and the first high school was actually not here. It was just up the road, about 2 houses, and it was just 2 rooms in that house, one for the elementary and one for the high school. And that was our high school was 1929 when that was first started, but there was 6 years there that it was in that 2-room schoolhouse up there. And but anyway, it's been my life. I mean, my brothers and sisters went all here except for the last 3, but Mr. Perkins was the jewel, and her dad, Mr. Burkhead, was superintendent at that time, and he knew what he was doing. The people didn't like it when
we consolidated just the little schools into the East Hardin, West Hardin, and North Hardin. A lot of people didn't like it. You can understand that, but after a few years, everybody kind of went along with it graciously, and it worked out for the best because the kids was getting a better education.